Okay, so we're going to take a look at the Specialized Tricross Single. This is the 08 version. Obviously a single speed cyclocross bike, running V-brakes, pretty self-explanatory. It is what it is. This is 5 years on, so we're just going to take a look at how it's held up. The bike's pretty strong, everything's good. I've changed the wheels have been different. These ones were just a bit more robust. The old ones were not running sealed bearings too, which was a bit of a letdown, considering the design of the bike is obviously built to be robust and usable. Changed the post to a carbon post. The one that came on it that was aluminium was pretty average and it creaked a lot, so that's gone. Running flat pedals, just by choice. I like clips, but I come from a free ride background and I tend to get a little bit adventurous, so I ride flats, just personal preference. The bike is strong, it's held up very well. It has braze-on mounts, so we can run fenders if we choose to. We can also run a rack and things like that, which makes it really good for commuting. Obviously the dropouts are horizontal, so you can easily adjust your chain tension. You don't have to run a tensioner, which can be a bit of an issue. Plus, if you want to run it in fixed gear mode, which seems to be very hip to do these days, you can do so. Tube is flat here. The idea of that is just to sling it over your shoulder. I'm not some uber Belgium cyclocross racer, so I don't use it much. It's light enough that I can just throw it over a gate or anything when I'm out on the trails. Brakes are good. There's better V-brakes out there obviously, but hey, at the end of the day it's the bike is just a tool, and you can only blame it on the gear so much. Remove the levers off the handlebars from the centre there. I believe in simplicity, so they've gone. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty standard. Can't say anything bad about it. It's strong, running a square taper bottom bracket. I've never ever had problems with square taper in 30 years. I'm not really interested in more complicated bottom brackets, which are supposedly better or stiffer or whatever marketing jargon you want to put on it. Have no failures of any parts, other than just wear and tear, brake cables, tape, tyres, obviously. The wheels are probably the weakest link on the bike originally. It's probably done thousands and thousands and thousands of kilometres over the last 5 years, through all sorts of terrain, free ride trails, just commuting, hill climbs, whatever. I've just used it for touring. It was really good for touring. We're running 3 bottle mounts, so we can carry a lot of water if we choose to, and we can run fenders and carriers on it, so we can stock our gear up on it. And being obviously simple, it's a lot more reliable. Some people have marketed this as the sort of bike that you could ride around the block on a Sunday, or just, well, it's just bullshit. At the end of the day, it's a bike and it is what it is, and you should just use it. It doesn't matter if it's got fucking 29-inch wheels or whatever, it's just a bike, and at the end of the day that's the most important thing, and you take it out and use it. Paint's been pretty good, no chips. I've done it around a bit, throw it in the back of the car, whatever, it's held up pretty well. Fork is carbon. Obviously I'm not a big fan of carbon, but that's how it came, and it looks amazing, it's solid. I was riding a steel fork before this one, and while the steel fork had a lot more give and flex on the trails, this is just a lot stiffer and safer, despite being a material I traditionally wouldn't put my faith in. Same with the seat pole, it was really just one I had lying around. It is carbon and it is comfortable, and it's quite literally a stiff bike, so those two things have made it a lot more comfortable, I must admit. Even old school guys like me have to bow to the modern technology eventually. It does get that good if you give it enough time, I guess. And that's really about it. 5 years on, no problems. Who knows, maybe in another 5 years I can do another video and it's probably be exactly the way it is now. Awesome bike.